This week's show brought to you by Chenault & Hogue for all your insurance needs. Moses Incorporated, complete outdoor power equipment solutions. Welcome everybody to the Scott County Cardinals News Graphic Boys Basketball Coaches Show. The #1 ranked Scott County Cardinal boys, winners of the Toyota Classic for the 3rd year in a row. It wasn't easy. That makes it sound like, just another day at the office. They had to struggle to beat a team from Florida, Trinity Catholic out of Ocala, Florida, in the semifinals. We're trailing at halftime. That's the 5th time in the past 8 games that Scott County has trailed at the half. Guess what? They've won them all. Actually, that was the 4th time. The 5th time was Saturday night when they played Woodford County, a team that they've had a kind of a mixed background with the past year. They beat them easily at the Classic in the first round last year. Went to Woodford County, struggled at a 4-point win later in the season. This game was a lot like that one. Scott County jumped out to an early 15-point lead, 28-13. Could not hold that lead as Woodford County stormed back to take it in the 3rd quarter. But just back and forth after that, and a big drive and basket from Glenn Covington with 6.2 seconds left. Now, he had a chance at the 3-point play. It put them ahead. He missed the free throw. Woodford County got the rebound, came down, had a 3-point look for the win, and it hit the front rim, no good. Scott County wins 64-62. To take that title for the 3rd consecutive year. They beat LaRue County last year, beat a team from Houston, Texas the year before that, lost to Lake Brantley, Florida back in 2016. So the win over the Florida team was significant, and certainly the win over a hungry 11th region team. And where have we heard that before? Henry Clay did the same thing. Not an 11th region team, but Trinity did the same thing. And then Madison Central, another one of those 11th region challengers, put Scott County on the ropes here in the past couple of weeks. The common denominator is Michael Marino hasn't played. I want to give you a little bit of an update. There's really not much to say on that front. All I can say is the last medical word I got about Michael about a week ago was positive. He was headed in the right direction with his healing, and there's optimism that he can return before the end of this season. So we're looking forward to that. It'll make this team that much better. Now, they've gone undefeated since returning to Kentucky after that loss in the championship game of the Beach Ball Classic, but it has been an uphill climb at times to find the offense and to find the consistency and to find those consistent performances off the bench. Some nights one guy will step up and the next night he won't, and it needs to be someone else. And so far, the Cardinals have gotten away with it with some big efforts from the likes of Glenn Covington. Diablo Stewart, we want to give a shout out to him as he scored his 2,000th career point in the game against Woodford County. Of course, he transferred after his sophomore year, but he's gotten close to half of those points now at Scott County and is an integral part of this team as they try to stay at #1 in the state and top 20 in the country. It's going to be a tough week. They've got 2 district road games now. They've dominated that district for 3 years now, but going to Frederick Douglass won't be easy on Thursday night. Bryan Station, and then it's kind of a building year for them, so Friday night we'll see about that. But the Douglass game, Douglass finished 4th place in the Classic, got a big win over Wayne County. So they're looking strong at this point. If Scott County wins that game on Thursday night, it will be the 1,000th win of Coach Billy Hicks' career, and we're going to get into that momentarily as Coach Hicks and the players talk about what that number means. Now, in Coach's mind, he hit that number a while back, and he'll talk about that a little bit too. But first coach in Kentucky history to do it. I believe, I looked this week, there's fewer than 30 total coaches across the country, boys or girls basketball coaches, who have ever done that, according to the National Federation. So major shout out to Billy Hicks. 25th year at Scott County, I believe 38th overall. That's not a lot of years. If you divide it up, you've got to win 25 games a year plus to do that. Amazing consistency and an amazing guy. Let's hear what Coach Billy Hicks had to say about the week behind and the week that's ahead. Scott County took Trinity Catholic and Woodford County's best shots at the Toyota Classic.
Tournament play, it just brings out, a little more energy sometimes, a little more effort, and on some teams, and it was a good turn overall. It's been a great game. I'm glad we won the game, but it was a heck of a game for the fans, and the way it was run and the tournament, the weather cooperated till the last night, but even again, the weather was good for that. Had a great crowd in, and it's always an honor, and we're proud to win it, Cal, but it didn't come easy.
Teamwork has been the key to Scott County's success without Michael Marino on the court.
Well, Cal, we played so many games and stuff, and they played for Toyota, they played 3 nights in a row. we become more and more individualized as it goes on, and our strength without Michael and our strength with Michael, and it always has been our strength here at Scott County. In the 25 years I've been here, is in our team. And I think once we got the 15-point lead on Woodford, our team went to the back burner. Now it's, I'm going to score me some points, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And we quit playing we quit playing team defense. You know, and everybody said, oh, it's your man, your man. No, it's never your man. We try to keep the ball from being put in the basket. And you know, in watching the game and looking back on it and reflecting back on it, we got away from a team concept during that game, and they're too good a team to do that with. You can do that on some bad teams and get away with it, but once you get a 15-point lead, but against good teams, you got to keep playing team ball, and everybody thinks a team being offense, but our big strength is team defense. You know, we don't have the athleticism to just go out and stop teams individually, one-on-one. We've got to play team defense, and we really got away from that and during that course of that, but that's why we have practice.
A more spread-out schedule will help SC shore up some minor issues.
And I look forward to getting back in the gym and really going over the fine. You know, we know how to play defense now. Now we just got to fine-tune it. And as you get toward tournament time, you also now start working on some other phases of defense. Like we've been playing heat the whole time. Now we can start working a little bit on solid, which is more like a matchup man that we do. And we've always worked on zone in practice because we got to play against it a lot. But we haven't played any zone this year. But we get that fine tuned. And our heat, we got to go over a lot of situations in heat. Like the other night, we weren't getting up and defending the weave very well, and that should be easy to defend. So we're going to work on that in practice.
3 games in 9 nights will settle the top seed in the 42nd District.
We got 3 in a row coming up with Douglas, Bryan Station, and Henry Clay, and 2 of them's on the road. We got this weekend on the road, so it's quite a challenge. Everybody, like I say, everybody gets fired up for us, but also, you know, that's also where that goes hand in hand. I mean, that's what you sign on for at Scott County. You're gonna be that, but also it should get us fired up to want to go out and play with effort and intentions that represents a number 1 team in the state.
Coach Hicks doesn't express all that much excitement about 1,000 wins at this stage.
In South Carolina, I thought about it when, you know, and in my heart, we did that on December the 28th. I mean, it's over with me. It's done with me. I was glad that we got it, but it's on to the next one. On to the next one. Now, I don't know. Some people may think that this is the one coming up, but I got a basketball at home. They give me the beach ball, and it's got 1,000 wins versus Cox Mill, who's top teams in the country, number 1 team in North Carolina, and hey, that's fine with me. And that's all the attention I want out of that, Cal, because again, it's a cumulative award. It's based on every kid that's ever played for me. I represent that, and the wins and the losses. I've been responsible for a lot of those losses too. But none came harder than those 10 wins the first year I coached. I will always count those wins, even though one person in the whole world says they didn't, and he had a personal thing there. He wanted to be the winningest coach, and that's who the Catches of Lay chose to believe. So that's fine with me. I mean, it's again a piece in my heart and what I believe. I've done so at the celebration. I had ice cream and cake one day for the team last week to celebrate that a little bit with the team, because my wife made me feel guilty. Betsy said, you haven't done nothing for the team. There's one won that game, and I said, I know it. I said so. We did have ice cream and cupcakes one day, and they did that. So, I hope that's the end of it, because now we got to get on with the season and get ready to play. We got really two tough games coming up. Douglas, you don't know which Douglas you're going to get. You could get Douglas versus Wayne County, who was really good, and then Douglas the second half against Woodford. This didn't come out to play.
Influenced by his mother, Billy made a pivotal choice in the late 1970s.
Yeah, I was in it for the long haul, Cal, because I started out. I was in college a little bit at the beginning, and boy, I knew that wasn't where I wanted to go. And yeah, I mean, like I've always said, it sure beats working for a living. You know, it was either that or coal mining. I did both for a while. Coaching was much easier. Teaching school was much easier, and that's what my mother wanted me to do. My mother never wanted me to work in or around the mines. She didn't want that, and she wanted one of us not to do that. And I guess I was a baby boy, so I guess she didn't. And my mother was a very smart lady. Looking back on it now and everything, and I see the health that my brothers are been in, how the work in the mining industry, the toll it takes on your body. But yeah, I never even looked upon it as a job. I never looked upon it as a beginner. I never got paid nothing. I made nothing in coaching. As a matter of fact, that's why I was really going to choose the mining profession, because they'd make a lot of money at that time. But my mother would not allow that. She would not allow it, and thank goodness I had a very smart mother.
All right, that was your milestone coach, Billy Hicks, talking about. He's not really eager to talk about that number. It's all about the kids at this point. It's all about the challenge of this season. And it has been a challenge the past 3 or 4 weeks, especially since the injury to Mike Marino. But you're starting to see this team get better in a lot of places that will only serve them well as they get to district and region playoff time. We talked to a couple of those guys that have really stepped up their game. Diablo Stewart, we mentioned his own milestone, the 2,000 points. And Lorenzo Williams, he's just been a force. When he comes to play, there's nobody that plays harder in the state of Kentucky. He had a double-double against Woodford County, really opened some eyes down at the Beach Ball Classic. Let's see what Diablo and Zoe had to say.
Scott County had to rally in the second half of both its semifinal and championship games.
We couldn't hit our shots, but we just stayed with it on defense and kept our hustle up, so that kept us in the game.
Just our team being so resilient. We know we're under size, but the way we fight every night, we know we can come out and win.
The Toyota Classic was the most grueling stretch Scott County will encounter until the playoffs.
Well, then we don't have really 3 games back to back, so we can rest up now and then get back together, get the team healthy.
Just a lot of practice. We're going to be in practice. A lot of working on our plays, executing on our plays, and working on our half-court defense.
Diablo and Lorenzo are happy to be part of history with Coach Hicks' 1,000th win.
He's meant a lot, but me only been here 2 years. I've only seen a little bit of him, but I've heard a lot about him. And then coming here, it was all true what people were saying.
I've always wanted to play for him growing up. Always grew around here, going to all his camps, and always looked up to him. So yeah, it means a lot being on the team.
Stewart and Williams' experience playing for Coach Hicks confirmed everything they heard about him.
He gets on kids. He doesn't show favoritism. So if you mess up, no matter if you're the best player or coming in for a sub, you have discipline.
I like his style because it's my style, getting up and down, playing fast, and that's the way I play.
Being a small part of history is exciting for the seniors.
Yeah, that means a lot to me for sure, because I'm a part of history. I'll be down that forever.
It means a lot because it's going to go down in history. Everybody's going to know about it, and me being on the team picture with him, it's great.